Hi, my name is Kasturi Talukdar and I'm going to train you on diversity management in recruitment and selection. Let me first tell you what are we expecting from this training module. First is what is diversity management, followed by why diversity management is important for an organization. Third is ensuring diversity during recruitment, followed by ensuring diversity during selection, and lastly, the module summary, which will include what all we have learned from this module. First, let us understand what is diversity management. Diversity management is the deliberate effort made by the leaders of an organization to hire diverse talent and support an inclusive workplace that values and protects each of its employees equally by providing resources to learn from, connect with, and respect individual differences. Organizations nowadays are adopting diversity management strategies as a response to the growing diversity of the workforce around the world. If you can see the pie diagram, it shows that how diversity can be divided based on education, age, diversity, family, race, ethnicity, and whatnot. The next pie diagram shows how the people are diverse based on their race and ethnicity. Now, with respect to the first pie diagram, let's see the third diagram, which shows the company-wise diversity management. Here you can see the big and leading multinational companies like Apple, Google, and Twitter. Let me give you an example of Apple CEO Mr. Tim Cook. Tim Cook recently launched a $100 million racial equity and justice initiative. Earlier, half of its Apple's workforce was white, while Asian and Hispanic employees was 23% and 14%, and black workers were 9% until 2018. But according to the recent diversity reports issued by Apple, its percentage of black employees has risen to almost 23%. Well, now you can get a gist how much diversity has gained its importance in the corporate world. Now let us go to the next part, which is why diversity management, how it benefits the organization and how it makes the organization a better workplace. First is higher innovation. Diversity in the workplace leads to higher innovation rate. In a diverse workplace, employees are exposed to multi-perspectives and worldviews. When these various perspectives combine, they often come together in novel ways, opening doors to innovation. Second is reduce employee turnover. Workplace diversity is beneficial for employee retention. Diversity and inclusion in the workplace cause all employees to feel accepted and valued. When employees feel accepted and valued, they are also happier in their workplace and stay longer with a company. As a result, companies with greater diversity in the workplace have lower turnover rates. Third is better hiring. Diversity in the workplace boosts a company's employer brand and presents a company as a more desirable place to work. Workplace diversity is an especially beneficial asset for attracting top talent from diverse talent pool. According to a recent survey conducted by Glassdoor, 67% of job seekers say a diverse workforce is important when considering job offers. Fourth is faster problem solving. Employees from diverse backgrounds have different experiences and views, which is why they are able to bring diverse solutions to the table. Thus, the best solution can be chosen sooner, which leads to faster problem solving. Fifth is increased creativity. People with different backgrounds tend to have different experiences and thus different perspectives. When you put together people who see the same thing in different ways, you are more likely to get a melting pot of fresh, new ideas, thus improving the creativity of your workforce. Last but not the least, better company reputation. Companies that are dedicated to building and promoting diversity in the workplace are seen as good, more human, and socially responsible organizations. Finally, if you present a diverse workforce, you will make it easier for many different people to relate to your company and your brand, opening doors to new markets, customers, and business partners. The next slide shows how will you ensure diversity during recruitment. As we all know, recruitment is the process of acquiring a pool of candidates with the desired knowledge, skills, attributes, and experience so you can select the right person who will assist your business to achieve its goal. While ensuring diversity in recruitment, a recruiter should always hire candidates irrespective of their caste, culture, language, etc. As a company, if you can see the next picture, you have business units all over the country. By hiring people from different backgrounds, you must ensure that a candidate is rotated to understand the cultural diversity better, which will ensure that he or she has a better knowledge of different geographical regions. And all these factors is followed by the pay structure. As a recruiter, you must ensure that the pay structure is accurate as it is different for different regions and should fulfill their regional needs. This slide talks about with the right searching tips or with the right searches, filters and some creativity, you can come up with a sourcing strategy that helps you discover high potential, diverse candidates quickly and easily. For example, you can use an approach to source female candidates by putting the names of every women's college and university into a boolean or string. Compared to searching for a term like African Americans or women, this strategy not only increases your results but also ensure they'll be more precise. Next comes how we can ensure diversity during selection. You can see these two recruiters discussing on whom they should select for the required post. The first recruiter is talking about selecting a candidate named Raj because he will bring a diversity factor to the organization which will ensure brand image of the organization. However, the other recruiter is of the view that this person does not possess the required skills and attitude for the post. From this, you should understand one thing that a recruiter should not always bring in the diversity factor while selecting a candidate. There are certain instances where the candidate will not be fit for the post, but the recruiter will select him based on the diversity, which will result in low performance and hence it will affect the company image. The second slide talks about a recruiter should never have the attitude of stereotyping based on cultural background. Here you can see the first recruiter has selected two candidates, out of which one is an Indian and he asks whether or not to select him. The other recruiter has a habit of stereotyping and says that people from India eat snakes for breakfast, so we should not hire him. From this, you should understand that as a recruiter, always focus on person's talent and skills and abilities, which will help him perform in the organization. Cultural background does not matter at all. So lastly, the things we should remember is ensure diversity branding during recruitment, use keyword search to look for diversity recruitment. During selection, ensure that diversity isn't the only factor. And lastly, never go with the cultural stereotype. That was all I have to train you in. Thank you.